All right. Good morning, everybody. December 14th here, Tuesday, December the 14th, 2021. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Still morning here in Idaho anyway. Good morning, Missy. Good morning, Bonnie. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Travis and Margaret. Um, good morning, everybody. I'm still working on my coffee. It's still morning, like I said, here in Idaho. And wow, is there a lot of stuff in the news this morning and some other stuff that Jeff B sent me that I'm going to share with you here in just a second. I don't know, folks. I know I'm a skeptic. Okay. I know a lot of you dislike the fact that I'm a skeptic, but I think I have to be skeptical. And I think I have to always look through as many lenses as I possibly can to get to the truth. But anybody out there who can't admit that there are things happening, that there are strange things happening, abnormal things happening that do not make sense. You're either intellectually stupid or you're still asleep. So wake up, please wake up. We'd love for you to wake up. And it's just Jeff and I were on the podcast yesterday. If you missed it, go to Podbean, download it on your phone or your device, and then go to LWN podcast. Jeff was on live with me yesterday for an hour, uncensored, unfiltered, Liberty Raw. And so check it out. It was a really, the first 5 or 10 minutes of it was us trying to figure out his mic through his Bluetooth. I had some echo there, but if you fast forward through the first 10 minutes of it, we really got down to it. So it was a great show. Check it out. A lot of good information. We rehashed some things and kind of went over some stuff that we've been talking about for quite a while here. So in the news this morning, man, I'm just going to keep hitting it. All right. I'm going to keep putting it out there for you guys. Do with it what you want with the information, and we'll just roll from there. So, the pudding pop inflation. Producer price index raises by record 9.6%, worse than expected. So even their predictions are way off, and it's not getting better, it's getting worse, folks. A poll done, most Americans say economy is getting worse and inflation is a very serious problem. But we all know that Puddin' Pop there doesn't take it serious at all. So what does that mean for us? Higher cost of goods, higher prices at the pump. People on fixed incomes are going to have to tighten their belt even more, which is ridiculous and unacceptable. So I really feel like this administration is pushing us hard to a collapse. They know what they're doing. Okay, make no mistake. They know what they're doing. This is part of their plan, is to collapse the economy, to have the great reset, and then to enslave us all. So I look at this quite a bit to try to stay informed and to somehow, if I can, stay ahead of the curve. Another poll says Puddin' Pop's disapproval on inflation and crime hits record high. So now we're record high crime across America. And guess what? Nothing is happening. Nothing is being done about it. Now, this is what concerns me here. Ortiz, build back better bill would further depress U.S. labor force participation. So what does that mean? Well, let me read a little further for you. What it means is they're coming up with more social and welfare programs that will offer more benefits to people and make it more comfortable for them to stay home. Did you hear what I said? To make it more comfortable and more beneficial to stay home. So they are purposely coming up with more programs and printing more money to keep people out of the labor force. You got to sit there for a minute and just scratch your head and ask, why would they do this? Why would it be so important for them to continually knock the feet out from our economy and not allow it to stand up on its own 2 feet and get back to work, right? When you make more and more people dependent on the government, and the government's going to fix everything, and the government's going to take care of you, and we're here to help, that should be a red flag to you guys. So there's still 4 million fewer people working today, and nearly 5 million more people out of labor force compared to February of 2020. That's 9 million people, if you can't do the math. Biden repeatedly claims that he has presided over the record number of new jobs, which we know is all bullshit, right? We know that's bullshit. He's trying to take claim to people just opening their stores back up because they've been locked down for a year and a half now. So he's trying to take claim to businesses just flipping the sign around from closed to open and going back to work. He's trying to lay claim to those job increases, and it's not reality. He has not created any new jobs, period. Okay, so that's in the news. Let me grab this one here. So here's one that I want you to be aware of. Project Fear. Okay, Project Fear. And that's what they try to inject in us. That's what they try to the ruling class tries to rule over us with fear. Number of UK Decepticon hospitalized revised from 250 to 10. Why am I bringing this up? So the Decepticon is the new variant. All right, that's what Shane calls it. I kind of like that name. It's the newest one out there that they're injecting fear into us, folks. Okay, so one of the UK hospitals first put out a number that there were 250 people hospitalized. Then they had to go back and revise that, and they dropped it to 10. Why am I bringing this up? Is because for the last year and a half, almost 2 years now, they've been inflating these numbers on purpose to inject fear in us. On purpose. We all know this. For those of us who pay attention, who actually read the facts, who do our own research and not listen to the CDC and the rest of these clowns or lamestream media. DeSantis on Puddin' Pop. Puddin' Pop's immigration policy effectively a mass human smuggling operation. That is coming from the governor of Florida, folks. The governor of Florida is saying that. Human smuggling operation. Yes, I know. We all know this. We've all been paying attention to the border. Since day one of January 20th, they all said, come on in. We're gonna stop building the wall. We're opening the gates. Everyone come. And they've been coming. Coffee's good. I hope you guys are having a great start to your morning. Okay, here's something else I grabbed real quick too. And this is very important to me because this ruins women. Okay, this ruins so much of women's history in sports. Okay, there are a lot of great women athletes out there, have been for decades. They've broken all kinds of records. The women athletes are amazing people to watch in the Olympics and the NBA and college sports and you name it. They're everywhere, and they've done a great job building their history and their legacies in the athletic world. Biological men will soon dominate every female sport. Let that set in. Let that sink in for just a second. Why are they doing this? Why are they destroying women? Why are they attacking women? Before you know it, if they continue to allow transgenders to compete in female sports, there will not be a record in history owned by a biological female any longer. Just thought I'd throw that out there this morning. Check it out. Let me grab this one here. Back to the border real quick. Frustration with lacking federal response to Texas border crisis grows among residents. Come on, you're just now reporting this the 14th of December. I think a lot of the residents of Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Southern California, I think they've been fighting this border crisis since January of last year. A lot of governors have had to step up, and in my opinion, not all of them have made all the right calls. They should have got their National Guard involved immediately and put on the border and stop this invasion of America. But now they're reporting that residents are frustrated with the federal response. Well, is it up to the feds to protect our borders? I say yes, but I think it needs to also the states need to take that power, and they need to be the leading force on the border, and feds take second back seat to it and help us out. Thousands of immigrants from 30 countries arrive at Arizona border. 30 countries. Where are these people coming from? What countries are they? Okay. He bounced back here. Here's one for you. I want this one to kind of sink in too, because we talk about how big tech rules us, how big tech censors us. Apple is about to become world's first 3 trillion with a T, $3 trillion company, Apple. That is a massive, massive company, folks. Massive company. And they are on the verge of being a $3 trillion company. So Apple controls a lot of stuff. I like Apple products. I have an iPhone myself. I like the fact that I don't have to worry about viruses with my iPhone like I did with my Droids. They crashed constantly on me. So I just don't know about the $3 trillion deal. It's a massive company. Facebook admits in court. Facebook admits in court that fact checkers are just opinions. Doesn't that piss you off? How many times have I been blocked on Facebook, or my comments or posts were taken down because fact checkers decided that my information was partially false, but yet they admit in court that they are just opinions. So I guess their opinion is the only one that matters. Pretty crazy. Let me bounce over here to the Blaze because I wanted to bring this up real quick. Okay, judge holds hospital in contempt, and I got to watch what I say here, folks. The judge holds the hospital in contempt of court for refusing Iverin, and I won't say the rest of it, to the big C patients, the big sickness patients on ventilator, ignoring court order. So I guess that there is a hospital there that the court order says to go ahead and use that therapeutic, and the hospital didn't use it on people on ventilators, which we all know when you get to that point in their system, the return rate is not good. Let's just say that it's not good. Bill My friend Bill here in town is probably the only person that I'm aware of that had the sickness, was on a ventilator, and made it through it. And he's a tough son of a bitch. Just just sickening that these doctors, these nurses, these hospitals, these staffers of hospitals will refuse therapeutics to people when it's been proven over and over and over again that they work, but they want to continue to push the mandate. They want to continue to push the vacations on us, and it's sickening to me. And I really got to be careful what I say. I got so freed up yesterday on the Podbean, um, being able to talk freely and not have to talk in this stupid code that I almost just slipped right there. So I got to be cautious. Okay, one last thing, and then I'm going to get to the Jeff B thing that he emailed me. Um, Court ruling in Pennsylvania, um, Supreme Court in Pennsylvania has ruled, it's killing the diaper mandates for all schools in Pennsylvania. So when we talk about we're winning, we are winning, folks. There are court cases out there happening. They don't get reported on a whole lot. That comes from Right Side Broadcasting. They put out that yesterday that Supreme Court in Pennsylvania has ruled to get away from all the diaper mandates in all the schools. But you don't see that on lamestream media or anywhere else. They don't want to push that agenda because it does not. They don't want to push that article because it doesn't fit their agenda or their propaganda that they're trying to subject us to fear constantly. So it's just, it's shameful. So here is something I want to show you guys real quick. I'm gonna share a screen and then we'll get out of here. So I wanted to show you this real quick. This was sent to me by Jeff. It was a screenshot. This is from Monkey. He was reporting this morning, I guess. He did a show this morning. What this is, and I just want you to think about it for a minute. I haven't even been reading the chat because I'm trying to get this information out and then I got to go. This is tankers above our east coast over here in Florida, around Mar-a-Lago ish. Lots of tankers up, which with tankers come fighters. Okay, fighters are always put in the air for protection, right? And this is all right there in the beautiful state of Florida. And I just Monkey put this out. So if you guys want to go back and watch Monkey to see what we're talking about, I'm pointing this out because it seems like there's possibly something going on in that state and around the Mar-a-Lago area. What is it? I don't know. Why are so many fighters up over there? I did check out some things that we'll talk about later about DC, movement in DC, the fences in DC. Nancy Drew put out, what was it, Sunday, about 7 or 8 blocks being blocked off, all kinds of SUVs, is what I was being told. So a lot of action going on in DC. I know other people are putting things out that maybe things have been shipped there, moved there, court proceedings going on in the DC area. I don't know. Just kind of throwing that out there to you guys. Check it out. Go back and watch Nancy Drew. Watch Monkey here and pay attention to what's going on. So check us out tonight. I'm going to have a special guest on tonight, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but I am going to tell you you'll be in one camp or the other, and it'll be such an interesting show. You will not want to miss it. I think there's going to be a lot of really good information put out, whether you believe it or don't believe it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining, and you'll learn something. So I'm looking forward to it. Don't miss tonight's show, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. And then we will be back on LWN podcast tomorrow afternoon at 3 Eastern. I have a special guest. I'm going to move a few things around, but I have a special guest for tomorrow, and we'll do Liberty Raw tomorrow on the podcast on Podbean. So check us out. I think we're up to over 1,000 subscribers now. A lot of people are jumping over there to listen to us, and I appreciate you guys for doing that. It's a place that we can talk freely, and we're not censored and we're not suppressed. So if you guys like that kind of talk, don't hesitate to download Podbean to your phone or your device, and then check us out at LWN Podcast. Tracy's put it there in the chat. So hope you guys have a great Tuesday morning. It's snowing here in Idaho. I got my Christmas tree up last night with my parents and Noah. The elves showed up this morning, so Noah's pretty excited about that. And we'll be back later this evening. So you guys have a great morning, great afternoon, early afternoon, and we'll see you back tonight. Love y'all.